It's Monday the 7th of April, and today's devotional is How to Stand Out in a World That Wants You to Blend In. Dear friends, I warn you as temporary residents and foreigners to keep away from worldly desires that wage war against your very souls. Be careful to live properly among your unbelieving neighbours. Then, even if they accuse you of doing wrong, they will see your honourable behaviour, and they will give honour to God when he judges the world. 1 Peter chapter 2 and verses 11 and 12. My family spent a few years visiting beautiful Austria for holidays. You would not have believed that I have a GCSE in German. I couldn't speak the language fluently. I could get by reading it, but every conversation, every menu, every sign, every custom reminded me I was an outsider. No matter how much I tried to fit in, I still stood out. Peter reminds us that this is exactly how Christians should feel in the world. We are living as foreigners and exiles because our true home is not here, but in heaven. We may live in this world, but we're not meant to be shaped by its values. Yet the pressure to conform is real. The world tells us to blend in, to chase success, to crave status, and to seek comfort. If we're not careful, we start adjusting our priorities to match the culture around us, rather than aligning our hearts with God's kingdom. But God calls us to live differently. He doesn't tell us to live in isolation, but he does want us to live as people set apart for his purposes. Peter urges us to live good and honourable lives, not just for our sakes, but so that those around us might see Christ in us. Our actions, our integrity, our kindness, our faithfulness, to name but a few, become a testimony. People notice when we respond with grace instead of anger. They see something different in us when we stand for truth rather than for compromise. They see when we love sacrificially rather than selfishly. So, are there areas where you've become too comfortable with worldly patterns? God calls us to be set apart. He wants us to engage with the world while keeping our hearts fixed on him. So, let's live as citizens of heaven, even while we're walking this earth. Father, remind me my home is with you. Help me to dare to be different, reflecting your truth and love in all I do. Amen. And today's reflection questions for you are, in what ways do you feel like a foreigner in this world? And how can you shine Christ's light while staying faithful to his ways? I hope to see you back here tomorrow for another Battle Drill Daily Devotional, as we look at the fact that you are where you are for a reason.